بسم الله الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله أما بعد. This is our walkthrough for Resource 15, the quiz that goes along with Lesson 15 of our Ajrumiyyah course in Arabic grammar. We're on page number 120 of our workbooks. What's expected at this time is that you have studied lesson number 15. As found on page number 29 of the workbook, you've listened and followed along with the class, and then you've attempted to complete this quiz by yourself, and you've checked your answers in the answer key on page 218. At this time, we'll go over the answers together, and we'll hope that Allah Ta'ala provides us with some additional benefit and clarification. Resource 15 أسئلة مراجعة من الدرس الخامس عشر. Review questions for lesson 15. السؤال الأول, the first question. قال الإمام ابن آجروم رحمه الله. The author, the Imam Ibn Ajurrum, may Allah have mercy on him, said, فأما الفتحة فتكون علامة للنصب في كم مواضع. As for the fatha, then it's a sign of a word being mansub in the nasb case in how many different kinds of words. And as usual, this first question is very direct, very easy to answer by simply looking at the text. So your answer choices are A. ستة, B. خمسة, C. ثلاثة, or D. أربعة. And so the Imam actually said, فأما الفتحة فتكون علامة للنصب في ثلاثة مواضع. It is 3, and therefore the correct answer is C. السؤال الثاني, the second question. تكون الفتحة علامة للنصب في أكمل. The fatha is a sign of the nasb case, a word being mansub, in what kinds of words? A. الأفعال الخمسة, B. الأسماء الخمسة, C. جمع التكسير, or D. جمع المؤنث السالم. So, just going back to the actual text, في الاسم المفرد, one of the 3 cases is the singular noun, وجمع التكسير, and the irregular plural noun, the تكسير plural, the broken plural, if you will, والفعل المضارع, and in present tense verbs, إذا دخل عليه ناصب ولم يتصل بآخره شيء. And to the rest of what the Imam said. So obviously, جمع التكسير is one of those 3 options. So the correct answer is again C. السؤال الثالث, the third question. مثال ما فيه فتحة علامة للنصب. Which of the following verses has a word in it with a fatha at the end of it as a sign of being mansub? A. ما كان محمد أبا أحد من رجالكم, from Surah Al-Ahzab, the 40th verse. B. تبت يدا أبي لهب وتب, from Surah Al-Masad, the opening verse. C. ورأيت الناس يدخلون في دين الله أفواجا, Surah Al-Nasr, the second verse. Or D. وتكون الجبال كالعهن المنفوش, from Surah Al-Qari'ah, the 5th verse. So let's analyze these answer choices. Answer choice A doesn't actually have any word with a fatha as its sign of anything. We've got Muhammadun with 2 dhammas. We've got Aba with an alif. We've got Ahadin with a tanween, 2 kasras. And we've got Rijalikum with a kasra. So So there's really no way our answer could be A. Then let's look at B. تبت يدا أبي لهب وتب. Again, we don't have any example here of a word with a fatha as a sign of i'rab. C. وَرَأَيْتَ النَّاسَ يَدْخُلُونَ فِي دِينِ اللَّهِ أَفْوَاجًا. So we've got a couple examples of nouns with fathas on the ends of them, which could be mansub. Look at النَّاسَ. That's a jam'u taksir with a fatha on the end. That could be what we're looking for. And also أفواجا, another jam'u taksir, ending with two fathas. And so I think C should be the correct answer. But let's look at D just in case. وَتَكُونُ الْجِبَالُ كَالْعِهْنِ الْمَنْفُوشِ. And quite simply again, we don't have anything with a fatha as its sign of i'rab to even look at here. So the clear and obvious answer choice should have been C. السؤال الرابع. The fourth question. أعرب المقابر. من قوله تعالى حتى زرتم المقابر. From Surah At-Takathur, the second verse. So look at al-maqabir. You notice it has a fatha on the end. Al-maqabira. You know it's a noun even if you don't know the meaning because of the alif lam, right? So it's a noun. It has a fatha on the end of it. Let's consider the answer choices. A. Ismun mansubun. Alamatu nasbihi al-alif. A mansub noun with an alif as its sign of being mansub. Well, 2 points here. The alif is in the middle of the word, maqabir. That's a problem. And secondly, we didn't actually study what types of words will have an alif as a sign of it being mansub. So let's look at answer choice B. Ismun marfu'un. Alamatu raf'ihi al-fathatu. Now, this answer choice makes al-maqabir marfu', but it has a fatha at the end. Could that be correct? No. Then let's look at answer choice C. Ismun mansubun alamatu nasbihi al-fathatu al-zahira. A mansub noun, and the sign of it being mansub is the fatha at the end of the word. That sounds about right. That sounds in line with what we've been studying. But let's consider D as well. فعل مضارع منصوب علامة نصبه الفتحة. That seems like a good answer, except that al-maqabir is a noun. And like I said, we know it's a noun because of the alif lam in the beginning. Remember, from the signs of nouns is the alif lam for ta'rif, making that word definite. So it's not a fi'l. The word al-maqabir is not a verb. So the correct answer choice is C. Ismun mansubun. It's a mansub noun. Alamatu nasbihi al-fatha al-zahira. There's nothing wrong with that answer choice. السؤال الخامس. The fifth question. مثال ما فيه فعل مضارع منصوب علامة نصبه فتحة. An example of a verse that has a word in it that is a fi'l mudari', a present tense verb, which is mansub, and the sign of it being mansub will be the fatha. Answer choice A. كلا سوف تعلمون. Answer choice B. وما أدراك ما القارعة. Answer choice C. سيصلى نارا ذات لهب. And answer choice D. إنه ظن أن لن يحور. And so let's look at these answer choices closely. We're looking for something with a fatha as a sign of i'rab. And there's nothing in the first verse. كلا سوف تعلمون. That fatha on that noon is not a sign of its i'rab. That's from al-amthilatul khamsa, where the noon itself or the deletion of the noon would be the sign of its i'rab. And that's coming up soon, insha'Allah ta'ala. Answer choice B. وَمَا أَدَرَاكَ مَا الْقَارِعَةُ. We don't have anything here with a fetha as a sign of it being mansub. As for the fetha on adraka, that kaf is a pronoun. It means anta. It is not a sign of i'rab. Answer choice C, sayasla naron. We have the word naron, ismun mansub. We know it's an ism, a noun, because of the tenween. And what are we looking for with this request? فعل مضارع منصوب. So it's mansub, but it's a noun because of the tenween. Also, ذات لهب. ذات is another noun. لهب is another noun. We know that because of the idafa construction there. ذات لهب. So there's nothing there that qualifies as a fi'l except for sayasla. And it might be a little bit ahead of ourselves to say this, but sayasla is a fi'lun mudari'un marfu'un. Alamatu raf'ihi al-dhamma. The dhamma is the sign of sayasla being marfu', but where's the dhamma? Dhammatun muqaddara. It is estimated to be there. It is understood to be there, but it's not visible. And we'll get more into that later. Answer choice D then must be the correct answer. إِنَّهُ ظَنَّ أَن لَن يَحُورَ. Remember all the practice we did with len, and how len, the negation for the future, makes the fi'l mudari' after it, the present tense verb after it, mansub. So we have here len yahura, not yahuru, but yahura. So yahura is fi'lun mudari'un mansubun alamatu nasbihi al-fatha. That makes D the correct answer choice. Barakallahu fikum. السؤال السادس والأخير. The sixth and final question here. أعرب يغفر من قوله تعالى لن يغفر الله لهم. What is the i'rab of يغفر in the verse? A. فعل مضارع منصوب علامة نصبه الفتحة الظاهرة على آخره. B. فعل مضارع منصوب علامة نصبه حرف لن. C. اسم منصوب علامة نصبه الفتحة الظاهرة على آخره. Or D. فعل ماض مبني على الفتحة. Alright, so let's eliminate the last two answer choices, C and D. We know that يغفر is a verb, because we know يغفر is a fi'l مضارع. It begins with one of the four letters of مضارع, and as well it has len before it. And way back we did discuss that len is a sign of a verb. We added that on in our additional discussions on top of what the Imam Ibn Ajrumiyyah mentions as signs for verbs. And so D is wrong as well, because it can't be a past tense verb with len coming before it. So it is indeed a fi'l mudari', and we know it's mansub because of len. But what's the correct way to express the sign of it being mansub? A and B both say fi'lun mudari'un mansub, but they differ in which thing is the sign of it being mansub. Answer choice B has the len as its sign of being mansub, and you know that's not correct, because len is something that affects the verb, but it's not the sign of it being mansub or anything else. So then the correct answer must be the obvious choice, A, al-fatha, al-zahira. The obvious fatha there at the end of yaghfira, that is the sign of it being a fi'lun mudari'un mansubun. I hope you did well. Barakallahu fikum, and I hope that this walkthrough was helpful to you. And now it's time to review our 15 lessons and prepare for lesson number 16, insha'Allah ta'ala, May Allah, the Most High, give you success. وصل اللهم وسلم وبارك على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين.